Where is the justice for the 5 million enslaved Africans trafficked to the Caribbean? Think about it. Chattel slavery didn't just end. It left deep, painful scars across each Caribbean country. The deliberate underdevelopment, the brutal trauma and violence we inherited. It's time to repair this damage so we can build thriving, sustainable economies where young people like us can dream big, achieve more, and live better lives right here in our own home. Do you see why repair matters? Stand with us, join the calls for justice, and sign the petition for reparations at repaircampaign.org/petition.
Reaching you wherever you are, ZIZ Radio, the golden voice of the nation.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our program. It's now time for On the Road, 8:31 in the studio. And yeah, you can fix yourself, make yourself comfortable. And in the studio with me, I'm going to let Sergeant Henry introduce our guest this morning. I know her personally. It's good to see her in the studio. She's been here before, no stranger to the radio. No stranger to disseminating information. As a matter of fact, she was on here with me a couple of mornings, addressing the same concerns that we're going to be talking about today. However, though, it's not for me to introduce. I already gave you a synopsis of what we will be talking about. Over to you, Sergeant Henry. Good morning and welcome to the studio.
Good morning, Jiki, and how are you?
I am good, thank you.
Good morning to the listening audience via the radio, the internet. This morning I am here with Oleo Prentice, Senior Tax Officer.
Senior Tax Inspector. Officer.
Senior Tax Inspector of the Inland Revenue Department. We are here this morning to talk about the new changes between Inland Revenue, traffic, inspection sites, and insurance. And as part of the ongoing improvement to the Vehicle Register System, that's the VRS, I would like to inform you of several important changes that will enhance our processes and increase overall efficiency within the Traffic Department. These updates aim to streamline tasks, reduce paperwork, and ensure greater accuracy in managing vehicle and drivers' data. First, I want to start off with the inspection sites. When you go to inspect your vehicle, you usually get a paper. They tick whatever.
The form.
Right, and they're going to give you the form, say your vehicle was inspected by whoever. Well, now you won't have to get a form from them. It is manual. So you go, you inspect your vehicle, and they're going to tick the various fields, but you must get a pass on that for your vehicle to be licensed. As long as you have a fail, you won't be able to license your vehicle, so you'll have to go and rectify whatever the problem is, and then go back to the inspection site, and when they finish doing that, then they're going to upload it to the vehicle registration system. So traffic will see this, and also Inland Revenue Department. Only the person who is doing it will see their part. They cannot see nobody else's inspection.
Okay.
Then when you move from there, you have the insurance company. The insurance company also is via the internet or on the system. You go, you renew your insurance, they put in the information, and then it goes to the vehicle and registration system. Traffic will see, and also Inland Revenue. So no longer you'll have to walk with papers around. But some insurance companies are not on board as yet. So you have to get the physical one. So if you've been stopped by an officer and they pull up the information, it's not there. You have 5 days. I just want to clear it because I said 7, but it's 5 days. You have to present this insurance paper to the police. Failure to do so, it's an offense. Because as I said, not all insurance companies are on board as yet. So if the police check the thing and it's not there and they ask you for it, it's within your right to present it to the police. Also, for persons, instructors, the instructors used to have to book their student's name when they're coming to do written. This is no longer. The only thing they have to do is search for the name, because everything, as long as you go to buy a permit, the rep from Inland Revenue going to put in everything in that field. Name, date of birth, email addresses, and everything. So when you're ready to do the written exam, there's no longer that the instructor have to key in these fields. All they have to do is search for the person name and the date of birth and make that appointment. I am glad for this because when persons come to the written exam, sometimes the instructor put in a wrong number. And if the wrong number in, you won't be able to do it. Yes.
Right.
So sometimes people will come, and when they're trying to key in the permit number, it's not corresponding with what the instructor put in. So they won't be able to do it. They'll have to go back and come back and next
I
time.
could see. I could understand the frustration there
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
So all of this will be eliminated. If any mistake, it'll be from the Inland Revenue end, not the instructor's end, nor the traffic department end. But I know they are so competent that they wouldn't make a mistake. No.
Thank you for the
Yes, they are so
clarification.
I
competent
appreciate
in that.
the compliment
Yes,
and the confidence.
Yes.
yes. So I know. I'll turn over to Aliyah right now to tell you from the end.
Okay, on the Inland Revenue, sorry, good morning everyone. On the Inland Revenue side of things, we're doing things a little different. Before we come in to do a permit, you never had to do a form. You would just go to the cashier to make payment for the permit. But now, because we are capturing the data so that traffic, when persons go to do their test, the information is already there. Persons are asked to complete an application form, present IDs with it, so we can upload that information. So when you go on the road and you do your test, all traffic has to do is put in your passing classes, and then you come to the revenue department, proceed to the cashier to make payments. However, because it's a new system, those persons who would have already gone and do their test, they have to come to Inland Revenue and first come to Taxpayer Services for us to put in their information, and then they go to cashiers.
Right.
So that's going to be a change with regards to permits. Now, those persons who have motorcycles, they tend to have to purchase a permit to be able to use the motorcycle. They too will have to complete the form as well, because of course it's a new system, so we're trying to have everything. But when they come in every year to purchase a permit, they don't have to come to Taxpayer Services again.
Oh,
They just go straight to the cashier.
Right.
Right? Driver's test, they just proceed straight to the cashier because the information would have already been there. Right? Now, with regards to the renewal of driver's licenses, persons, once your information is up to date, you go straight to the cashier to make payments. Present your old driver's license. If you don't have your old driver's license, you present 2 identifications. If you would have lost your license, there's a process in place where you have to report it being lost, and then present the letter and an ID to Inland Revenue to proceed. Now, in regards to changes, so for instance, your address changed or your phone number changed, you have to complete the application form, proceed to Taxpayer Services for update the information, then you proceed to the cashier to make payment. Right? So that's on the driver's license side. On the change of name, that same process applies, where you have to do the form. Duplicate driver's licenses, you just proceed straight to the cashier, present your identifications the same way, and you get your license. So it's a smoother process in that regard. For vehicle licenses, once, as Mrs. Henry said, once the inspection agency and the insurance companies put the information in, you just go straight to the cashier. But because it's a new system, we know persons would have already done the inspection and we knew the insurance, so that information wouldn't be in the system currently. However, traffic has an officer who is stationed at the department to assist us in that regard. Yes, there was our first launch, and of course with any new system there may be 1 or 2 hiccups. So we had a little hiccup, but then it smoothed itself out. I would like to say thank you to the taxpayers who came in yesterday, who were very, very patient with us. We really appreciate you, and we ask the public to continue to be a little patient with us, so that we coming on board with everything. Every inspection agency may not be on board. Same with the insurance, but as we onboard them, it will get smoother, right? So we're asking for the patience. So in the meantime, you're still required to present the inspection paper as well as the insurance, so that traffic officer can enter the information, so we can assist you to license your vehicles. Right? Now we have a new online system. Before we had the e-services platform where you can renew your driver's license, request a duplicate, the change of names. And we also had the quick pay service, right? So for the renewals, because it's a new system on the traffic's new system, for now there's only...
Collaboration.
Yes, collaboration, right. we now only going to have the renewal of driver's licenses and vehicles online for the time being.
Okay.
Right?
You call that phase one?
Well, we can say that.
Okay.
We don't know when the other pieces will come, but
Okay.
there's constant upgrades going to be taking place. So persons can go online to our new Smarts portal, because it's going to be under our Smarts portal. You go to our website, www.sknird.com. Then you click on Smarts. As you scroll down the page, just below where it asks you to log in, there's a section that says Vehicle and Driver's License. You click on that. Then you select whether you're going to be doing your vehicle or your driver's license. Now, if you're going to be doing your vehicle, you're required to enter in the vehicle plate number as well as the chassis of the vehicle. Now, if you don't have your chassis, you need to know it. So you have to look at your insurance document. And if it doesn't match, it means that something is wrong with the system, the numbers in the system. So then you have to go to traffic, get a picture of the chassis and take it to traffic so they can update their records. Right?
Okay, right,
Yeah.
right. Maybe you did a modification or
Right.
something.
Because
and-
people
yeah.
tend to make changes
Yes,
and not
right.
notify traffic.
Right.
Right? Now, in regards to the, then you just make payments. You don't need to upload anything. Once your insurance and inspection is there, it's fine. It lets you proceed. But if it's not in the system, you won't be able to do it online.
Right, okay.
Right? In regards to the driver's license aspect of things, all you're required to do is enter your current driver's license number from your driver's license, your date of birth, and an email address, and proceed to make payment. You don't have to upload anything because we basically saying, well, we said that your information remains the same. There's no changes. But if you know your information changed, we ask you not to do it online because naturally the information will be incorrect on your license. You may have moved and not notify us. So we're asking taxpayers, the listening public, if you have business with Inland Revenue Department, to stop in, update your records with us so that it can be up to date. So when you do processing your driver's license, your wheel tax, if you're doing any other business with us, we'll have the correct data on file for you. I think I've said a lot.
Yes, you did.
But just to reiterate, persons who are still licensing their vehicles, who hasn't done so yet, you're still required to present your insurance and inspection to the department until the inspection agencies and insurance companies all get on board and enter the data.
Right. So there'll be a process.
Right.
Let's take our first call.
Sure.
Good morning, your life.
Hi, good morning, Yuki. How are you?
I am great, thank you.
Okay, I'm the police officer.
I'm good.
Okay, Lady Henry.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing? Good to hear you.
I'm fine, thank you.
I have a question to ask. And my question is, what is the purpose of the traffic lights by Rams in Boardwalk? Because when people are coming from the south section of the road, and the red light is on, people tend to take the side lane and pass you. And I almost had an accident took place there yesterday because somebody was coming from the other end. And the red light was on and they couldn't wait. And so they decided to take that inner lane there to get into town. I just want to know, why is it that people don't adhere to the traffic rules and regulations? That's my question.
Yes, sir. The traffic light, as usual, all traffic light, we have green, red, amber, and red.
Yeah.
The green mean go, the red means stop.
Mm-hmm.
The amber mean to slow down because the red is coming on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the yellow. And if someone is coming from the south, that's one stop, and right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are coming down. Once it is red, you should not go over into the slip lane. That
Right.
slip lane, not the slip lane, sorry, the pull off or the shoulder. That is if anything happened to your vehicle, you pull over there and rectify what the problem. You should not take that to go down onto the Bay Road.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That is only a pull off or hard shoulder
Mm-hmm.
for a vehicle in problem, not a slip lane.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into that lane and you cause an accident, you can be charged for reckless driving, not even for driving without due care and attention. That wasn't due care and attention. That's reckless driving because, one, you should not use that to get out onto the Bay Road.
Right.
There's only one slip lane there, and it's when you're coming from Bay Road into Boardwalk to go Central Bank End. That's the only slip lane we have there. So
Yeah.
if a person is doing that, I'm asking y'all to cease such practice.
I think you need to put a traffic warden up there to regulate this kind of system because it's going to be dangerous, Let's come in last at some point in time, because in these vehicles, what they're making now is hard plastic, and when they hit hard and they mash up. So, thank you for your explanation, and I trust that some action will be put in place to avoid to save life and property at the same time. Thank you. Enjoy
Thank
your
you,
day.
Carlos. Same to you.
Okay.
All right. Let's take our next call. Good morning. You're live.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen and ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? I want to commend the officers and the revenue for the update of the paper, no paper, regarding the overall new app or transactions between inland revenue and travel license. I have one concern that I thought I might raise,
Sure.
and that is regarding the folks who are more or less senior citizens that no longer or never or will not be able to utilize a cell phone or computer. Let's say the folks who just have the landline at the house, they do not have an email address, they don't have a cell phone, and they cannot operate a computer. How would these folks be serviced? Can the officers there let me know, please? Because there's a number of folks that I know of that is in this situation where they don't know how to operate even a cell phone. They use the regular landlines. They do not have a mobile phone or email address. They don't know about that. And I hear everybody talking about this paper free, but nobody's talking about those folks who are at a disadvantage and elders who has contributed immensely to our society in the past. Could you please address that, please? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlo. For the paper reduction, this is only for the insurance and the inspection. With a senior citizen, if they go and they renew the license, the vehicle license, they won't have to go on a computer because all the information will be there. So all they have to do is go to the inspection site. The inspection officer is the one who is going to upload this into the system. It's not for the person, the owner of the vehicle. This is for the inspection site. The only thing, if you want a printout, then you'll have to present an email address. But if you do not want one, as you said, they don't have, then all they have to do is go to the inspection site, check the vehicle, upload whatever into the system for inland revenue and for traffic to see. You go to the insurance, the same thing.
And they can ask their respective businesses.
I believe they will print it out for
Right,
them.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think that'll be an
No.
issue. No, I don't think
Because
that'll
it's a
be an
senior citizen, where are you going to put them through that?
issue. Yeah.
Even if you come to the traffic department.
Yeah. Thank you for clearing that up. Would you like to add anything, Ms. Prentice, from your end, from the Inland Revenue end, or Sergeant Henry covered it
I
nicely?
think she has it covered because on the senior citizens end of things, once they come in, they get processed. By the cashiers. They don't have to do anything else once the information is there. We do have officers on the floor. Once there's a senior citizen, they get assistance. They don't have to sit down and wait
Yeah.
for a long period of time.
I've witnessed that for myself.
Right.
Yeah. No, I witnessed that for myself. Good morning. You're live.
Good morning, Mr. Liebert and Sergeant Henry
Good
and
morning.
Miss Prentice. Good morning to
morning.
you all.
Morning.
First of all, I'd love to say something that I heard Miss Prentice says, and it is something anybody who may have heard, understand, recognizing what it means because it punctuates the right to know what it means. And it happens daily, regularly, without the notification of Department of Traffic. We, when I speak about people in society, I said us and we. But I am not one of those who are making these things happen when they should not and not authorized to do it. Ms. Prentice says people like to make changes without notifying the Department of Traffic. She is so right. I must admit the fact it might be something that I know, I have heard, understand, and know what it means, if not anything else. First of all, let me ask Sergeant Henry, can I dialogue with you for 2 minutes? I have a question of that request. Department of Traffic, when authorize people who may have activities or event functions in the street, that is when done by a letter written to the Commissioner of Police, handed to the department inspector, that is, of Traffic Department, who then go and see what needs to be done and put the respective signs or cones. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, but we have it online. There is not a written thing. You go on the...
Okay. I'm asking this question. Whenever that is done, you all are the one who supervise what I then say based on my anticipation that has been done whenever before we acknowledge it. Is that right?
We are the one who supervise?
Yes.
In what way?
To put the cones down and the traffic blocks, etc.
Yes, replace the
Okay,
signs.
good.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware on the 29th of September, a Sunday, on the Bay Road, the entrance from the Bay Road into Picayune Street South and Douglas Street South, are you aware there was a traffic block there on the 29th of September?
Yes, sir.
But then why it was not at least recognized with the signs and cones? Why would they have had pallets and boxes entering it? It looks like a warehouse, a container, a cargo dock with pallets and boxes. And then on the south of Picayune Street, when you turn there, the road to go across the extension of Picayune Street, parallel east and west, it is so small. Why don't they see significantly what it is? Why they can't make certain blockage certain places? You know how difficult it is for people to maneuver the road in Picayune Street into the heart of Newtown? It is difficult. Let me say one last thing. I believe that there is one or two things that we all need to at least pay attention to. What is the safety of people who walk the street, pedestrians, and the built-up areas where there are businesses. In Frigate Bay in particular, there is still a rubber material speed bump, but piece of it are missing. You know what I saw the other day? I saw a police officer draft across the street and enter this space where the speed bump is missing. Now, I said before, a long time ago, the police officers allowing the people to do things that does because they see you all do things that is wrong and do it. You know what they said? Monkey see, monkey do. Well, this monkey don't do the things that people does that is wrong. I'm a very particular person, and sometimes I have to do it what's supposed to be done the way because of my principle I live by. If the piece is missing, the police officer who recognize that should at least see how best and what's fitting to put it back there. Or build a concrete speed bump. They are in Frigate Bay. But why you dodge and go across there when it's wrong, and if someone do it, you want to give them a ticket? Let me say this. Inspector Keynes and Inspector Phipps, they were in the Department of Traffic as inspector. And I have seen them, even now, on the road, doing things that people said they should not do or may not do because they're not in the Department of Traffic. But what it is so significantly about the things that I observe, they're police officers. I will hope that the Commissioner of Police, Inspector Phipps and Inspector Keynes are listening too. Commissioner Sutton, we need to get a more hands-on inspector of traffic. Someone who is not MIA, not Tom Cruise missing in action. We don't heard of him. We never heard of him. I never have. I don't know him. Maybe I do by name, but I never seen the man. And I need to know whether or not what I'm saying is correct or is right to say. Because there are things that I've seen Inspector Keynes and Inspector Phipps that impresses me. And they're no friend of mine, but I respect them because they're police officers. They have to look out for me. They have to protect me. They have to serve me.
Okay,
I have to work
Carlo,
with them.
I'm going to interrupt you. You asked for 2 minutes. We've extended that more than
That's
2
right,
minutes.
Mr. Libert. I am someone who really respects and at least is obedient. I thank you very much for listening, and you have a good day.
All right, you too, man.
Thank you, Carlo.
You too.
you.
Some how can I put it? Concerns raised, but for the sake of time, I will let you address that. Not right now, though. I want to get some more calls in, if that's okay with you. And we have a couple of questions from the social media end of things as well. So let's go back to the phone line. Let's take this call. Good morning, you're live.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Morning.
I get in a traffic accident, right? And from the time I get in the accident, I'm not the man who knocked me down. And the traffic police take statement of the hospital, and they take statement from where I live and up to now. No case could choice. Right up there by the township. The car come across the one and hit me in the drain. Take me down to the side and take back at the college. Right there by the baying ground. And right now I can't get justice. The man who knocked me down from Channing Point near Roy Richards. I have evidence that somebody come to me and tell me, boy, you got to hire a lawyer because they can't find the statement them where you give them. Why that? Hello.
Hi, and may I ask how long this happened, sir?
Beg pardon?
How long this accident took place?
Well, I got to go about a year and something.
Okay, when it comes to this court system, the traffic department has no...
No, what?
No, listen, sir.
Yes, if somebody come and tell me, boy, you got to hire a lawyer.
No, we have no thing over the court system. We submit the case file and we have to wait for a date from the court.
Because what happened, right? What happened? That the police take statement of the hospital and they take statement here where I live. And up to now, nobody could come tell me nothing that happened to me.
And may I ask your name online or you want to give me it offline, sir?
Beg pardon?
You want to give me a name online or on the ear or off ear?
Off the ear.
Okay, so but the thing is that we have no control over the court system. As long as we present the case file, we have to wait for the court to set dates. So you can also give me a name off the ear and then I'll check into it for you.
Well, what I'll do, with your permission...
Okay, thank you.
With
welcome,
your permission, sir, before you go, can I get your number, please?
Beg pardon?
Can I get your number, please, before you go?
Off the ear.
Well, we can't do that right now. We are live. We have another call coming in, and I don't have assistance to do that right now.
Okay. Only me still have.
Yeah, that's okay. Give me your cell number.
765-1041.
1041. That's correct? 765-1041?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your cooperation. All right. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning. You're live.
Yeah.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello. Morning, GQ.
Hey, morning, Culture.
Yeah, and good morning, the great police officers.
Good morning, Culture.
Now, I agree with the caller who talk about everything online. Well, that's a long story.
Mm-hmm.
I think those people who are setting up those means of getting their job done, I think they should consider the people them who are not, what do you call it, telephone, smartphone friendly. Don't think about one track. Do like a record. A record has two sides. So look out for we who do not have those kind of phone. Now let me go to something else. There is a policeman in the country Halfway Tree. He is the mayor of Halfway Tree. And it's over a year now. I hear him on the radio 3 times talking about an accident that took place with his son. A hit and run. And he, Mr. Frederick, he was a traffic police in the station there for many years. And anytime you see him, he's on the road on a motorcycle, dealing with the traffic. And he was a very serious man in his job. And he complained and said he went to this department. That department, all the department belongs to the police. And he said up to now, no redress to his son's accident. And he got to be looking after his son like washing dishes. And he said he don't know where else to go. He went to the commissioner of police. He went to Arcona police. Well, I am sending a message to the commissioner of police. You are the chief of police. You're supposed to know what's going on in your department. And you're supposed to see that all departments do their work that they're responsible for. Mr. Commissioner, you're not just here to hold the big name. That is bad. The man was a police too, so he know the law. Mr. Commissioner, get up and do your work. Thank you very much. That's all I got to say. I had plenty to say, but time short. Thank you, GQ.
All right, no problem, Culture. What I'm going to do, with both of your permission, a number of concerns were addressed, and I don't want it to appear that we, passing over their concerns. I would like you to address those concerns. However, though, it's 9 o'clock. We have our 9 o'clock report coming up. Just about 3 minutes, and if it's okay with you, we can come back and, okay, great. All right, so we'll be back right after this to address your concerns and also take some more as well. Our 9 o'clock report is coming to your compliments, The Grange.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Are you looking for a place that provides skilled nursing care and rehabilitation services to people with special needs, illnesses, injuries, or functional disabilities? Are you searching for dignified facilities to serve the elderly? Then search no more. The Grange Healthcare Facility is simply the best place to satisfy your needs. It is the first of its kind in St. Kitts, situated just 7 miles out of Bastia, with beautifully landscaped grounds in serene and tranquil surroundings. The Grange offers residential care places, daycare facilities for seniors, convalescent care, rehabilitation services, overnight, weekend, and holiday stay, and complimentary therapies. A caring and experienced staff has promised to take good care of you or your loved ones. For more information and bookings, call 465-8020 or 466-5525 or fax your requests to 466-8221.
You're simply the best.
Thank you for joining us here on ZIZ 96.1 FM. Here's your 9 a.m. news update for Wednesday, October 9th. At the Prime Minister's roundtable discussion on Tuesday, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew emphasized St. Kitts and Nevis's commitment to climate action. He outlined various initiatives undertaken by his administration to promote environmental sustainability and address climate change.
I consider St. Kitts and Nevis is presenting to the world a model, a sustainable island state model. It took us about a year and a half to put it together. We are going to present it to the country in about a week and a half. Dr. Joya Clark, who is presently in Germany, who is meeting with women in leadership, who is there meeting with her counterpart from Germany's end, who was at the meeting with Chancellor Scholz. The Chancellor is like the President of Germany, and his Minister of Climate and Climate Action. That is who Minister Clark is also interacting with. As I speak, there are meetings presently, as I speak, to discuss the way forward in how Germany will collaborate with St. Kitts and Nevis on the matters of climate change. That is significant, to be able to present a model and to say this is possible gives the world, from my perspective, perspective from small island states, how they are responding, and they are responding proactively. We are also discussing the issue of the MDVI, Multi-Vulnerability Index. We participated in that to move that forward, and that has been accepted. St. Kitts and Nevis is also discussing the idea of